It's the day before the Everything Conference. Today is Wednesday, July 31st. The Everything Conference 2024 starts tomorrow. And I know there's a lot of people in Minneapolis right now. I've been getting the WhatsApp messages throughout the day. People getting on their flights, waiting on their airplanes, getting into the city, discussing meeting up at the airport terminals, taking the metro into town. And as I speak right now, it's 6:30 Eastern time as I'm recording this, so 5:30 Central. And I know that there's a group of folks probably gathering right now at the Malcolm Yards, the market at Malcolm Yards, which is fairly close to the University of Minnesota campus. So I gather Vanessa's there right now. I see Marty, Colleen, Mark, and John, Annie, Becca, Josh. Joel's on his way, and undoubtedly more are going. So, hi guys, I'll see you tomorrow. I wanted to do a quick thing here to kind of give everyone who's listening, but mostly watching, a lay of the land, where things are, basically where things are located, to kind of give you some visual reference and sense of place. If you're anything like me and you love maps, and just being able to kind of see the bigger picture really helps you place where all these things are that we're going to be doing over the course of this weekend. So if you are listening to the audio version of this, I do recommend hopping over to YouTube, because I'm sharing my screen right now. I'm on Google Maps, and I'm going to be zooming in and showing you a few of the locations around the city, again, where we'll be over the next few days. So definitely hop over to YouTube if you're not there already. Okay, so here I am. I'm on Google Maps, and let's start zooming in. This is the broader view, of course. Give you a sense of how far I need to go tomorrow. Over here is the L, and that's where I live. That's my mother-in-law's Google Maps, which she's been sharing with me. I should ask her to turn that off. I know where she is right now. She'll know where I am eventually. I need to fly from there over to Minneapolis tomorrow. And I'm going to zoom in here and Google Maps and start giving a sense of where things are. So again, if people may have a good sense already. If you're like me, you've probably been browsing Google Maps for a while here, kind of figuring things out. But this will help. So Minneapolis, St. Paul International Airport, just kind of to the south of basically the Twin Cities, the southern part here. I know it's not far from the Mall of America. But the transit is great in the city. I'll get into that too in a second as well, because it is quite easy to get around, which is just such a relief. It's a breath of fresh air, really, to know that I can land at the airport, hop on the metro, get straight downtown, and either take a bus, which is pretty direct to where I'm staying, or there's the Green Line, which you'll see here, which goes right through the university campus. So it's remarkably easy to get around. It's easy to get a day pass, too. You can buy a day pass. It depends on the day of the week and somewhat the time of day, but the maximum is like $5 for a full unlimited day pass on the metro system, which is the light rail and the buses. Weekends, I think it's even $4. So when I figured that out, I'm like, geez, I'm just going to take the bus back and forth from our Airbnb back to campus. It cuts a 30-minute walk down to about a 5-minute ride. And that'll be easy to hop around, at least to a lot of these things that are on, especially the main metro line. So when you come into town here, downtown is this area. You can see the big stadiums, of course. There's the football stadium. There it is. And then here's the baseball stadium. If you're heading straight to the university campus, it's right over this way. I might pull up here. Yeah, there you go, University of Minnesota. So all of this is the campus. The big college football stadium is here, and right across the road from that is the McNamara Alumni Center. This is it here. Let me drag the little dude here down to the street level. And there it is. So we will be there Friday morning, not tomorrow, Thursday. I'll show you where the welcome party is. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon, this is where we'll be hanging out. And there's some nice parkland and benches and stuff over here on the other side too. So a really nice setting, easy to get to. Again, there's transit and everything nearby. Let's pop back out here again. So I talked earlier about the market at Malcolm Yards, where everyone is right now. And it's just a few blocks away. Again, you could hop on the metro, I guess, but really just walk a few blocks, and it's over in this area. I don't know too much about it yet, but it's I gather a mix of nice restaurants and kind of market type stuff. Probably quite trendy and fun place to hang out. So it might even be a decent lunch option. I know we generally have, I think, a couple hours, at least an hour and a half to 2 hours for lunch every day, which gives us lots of time to to chat and hang out too. Okay, so let's zoom out then a little bit. Now, what I've done, and I'm happy to share this too. Actually, I should bring this up with everyone following along, especially the WhatsApp and Facebook. I've kind of made a special list here in Google Maps of the locations of the places that are popping up for our hangouts in the evenings. So let's start with tomorrow, Thursday night, the welcome party, and it's over here. Now, first, if you're in town, if you're there early enough, I hope to pop in half an hour or so if I get there on time. John and Mark are hosting a hangout here at the Modist Brewing Company. You can see a picture of it here, and that's basically around the corner from Gray's Provisions and Libations, which is the site of our welcome party, which starts Thursday night. So that's basically where we'll all be gathering there. And then Friday we get over to the campus for most of the day. Now, Friday night, I'm looking forward to going to a baseball game over here at Target Field. Again, easy to get to with the transit station and so on. And I think a handful at least of us will be taking that out. It should be a beautiful night, and I hear it's a great place to watch a baseball game. So I'm really looking forward to that. And here's the next best thing. The great thing, too, is that Friday night there's a dance party scheduled at the bar here, which is, let me pull it up here. It's called at First Avenue, I think is the name of the bar, basically, but a 2000s dance party, which is easy. If anyone wants to come to the baseball game with us and then go to the dance party, you can, because they're 2 blocks away. The dance party takes place here. You can see that 50, I guess, on the outside, and that's where it's happening. So the game should be wrapping up right about the time people are arriving here at the bar. So that's something to keep in mind. You can certainly do both. Looking at Saturday night. Well, again, Malcolm Yards is on the meetup schedule list. Again, mostly for, meals, I guess, either lunch or dinner. You can go there. I know Andrew's organized. Actually, no, I should point that out. Sorry. Friday night, Andrew had listed the Nerdstock Festival and Movement Information Session. So he's posted that at the Minneapolis Club here downtown. I know that might change. I've noticed he's looking for perhaps a hotel or maybe a more central location to do that. But for now, it's on the map here, the Minneapolis Club, which is right downtown. So again, this is still Friday night. I jumped ahead there to Saturday, but keeping it to Friday, that was another thing as well. Okay, now we get to Saturday. Saturday is when Christine has booked the pickleball court, which is way out here at Smash Park, Roseville. And yeah, it's a little bit further out of town, and so we're going to have to organize some rides. I know a couple of people at least have cars. We can share some rides and stuff to get out there. It's not that far a drive, actually, from kind of the campus downtown area. It's about maybe 15, 20-minute drive on the expressway. But it's out here, Smash Park, Roseville, and that's where, there's pickleball. But I know part of the reason that she chose that is because there's lots of other things to do, too. There's other games, and they even have karaoke rooms, so a few of us will get into that, I'm sure. And that's, she's booked the court for a couple hours. I think, let me look it up here, actually. She says, according to this, she's booked at 6 till 8 p.m. So we'll see what happens after that. Maybe we'll head back downtown. I've been doing some more karaoke research as well. I didn't put anything on the map here yet, but if we really choose a place, then I will. This part of town here is northeast Minneapolis. I was kind of deceived at first. I mean, I figured northeast Minneapolis would probably mean way out here. But really, if you think back probably when they named it that, northeast is northeast of downtown. I don't know when they named it that, but it was likely a long time ago before there was a lot more suburbs and stuff further out. So what I do know is there's a lot of neat little bars and karaoke and other kind of pubs and clubs and things like that around this area here. Not too far from downtown and not too far from the campus, and people staying over that way too. So that's, as it stands right now, Saturday night. Undoubtedly, there'll be more things that are added, of course, as we hang out and come up with ideas for Saturday night. And then we get to Sunday. Now, there's a couple things I have on my map here for Sunday, especially Sunday morning, because this is fun. We have Sunday morning to basically do what we want. We can wander around, we can sleep in, we can just hang out. Take a bit easy until we get back to the Alumni Center there just after noon for the final sessions. So there's the Minneapolis Sculpture Garden. Allison Wagner's put that in. The Sculpture Garden looks really neat. It's over here. What's that? A bit kind of southwest part of downtown. And you can see a little bit from above. They've got some of these sculptures here. The rooster. Oh, that one doesn't have a picture. What else we got? Oh, the cherry. Hey, that's pretty neat. So we'll have to figure out how to get there. But because it's not directly on the transit line, well, you could ride share. There are lots of buses. And once again, if you like me and you like figuring out transit, then you can easily find one of those big PDF maps of the full transit system and start to trace where things go. And it's easy to look up routes on their app, on their Metro app, or on the site, and figure out your timing. So anyway, that's the Sculpture Garden, Sunday. And we also have listed now Sunday evening, after things are wrapped up formally for the conference. There's an improv theater, and part of the Minnesota Fringe Festival is Sunday night at the huge theater. So then, again, that's a little bit further south of town here. Down here, the huge improv theater. You got a bit of a picture here of the outside, a neat brick building. So that's on our schedule, at least 6:45 to 9:30 p.m. Sunday night. So keep that in mind if you're looking for come out with us then, whoever wants to go. And if you hear us talking about it, of course, afterwards, and everyone who's following along with the event from a distance, I'm sure you'll hear us talking about, oh, we went there and we did this, we did that. I'm hoping to give you a sense now of where all these places are again in the context to each other. Sunday morning, I'm actually quite curious about that Sculpture Garden, but I really want to see St. Paul. You know, it's easy to kind of just hang around Minneapolis. I feel like it gets a lot of the attention, but I'd like to see St. Paul too. I know it's kind of a neat city in its own, and fortunately, it's easy to get there here on the Green Line, the Metro Line. So when you go over to St. Paul, you can see there's the state capitol, big tall building there, and well, I guess we'll see what else there is to see. I mean, I know about the arena, of course, the hockey arena. There's a nice, beautiful cathedral here, Cathedral of St. Paul. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just kind of head over there for an hour or two and see what it's like, give it its due. And then the other thing, now this will take a bit of effort for sure, but just walking along the river, you can really get a sense here of the beautiful parkland alongside the river. They've done a great job, I know, of really preserving that, especially around the Minneapolis area and a little bit further south. There's some nice trails. There's some neat bridges. I know the Stone Arch Bridge, unfortunately, is under restoration, so I don't think we can walk maybe a little bit on it, but still, you can kind of get a sense of that area. And there are these power dams and some waterfalls. And if you want to see a waterfall, the famous one you may have heard of is a bit further south here. The Minnehaha Falls. Actually, we could go there because it's on the transit line, relatively. Yeah, 50th Street, Minnehaha Metro Transit line on the way to the airport. Maybe I'll do that Monday morning because the falls are just located here in this park. So that might be something to check out. Anything that's easy to get to on transit, I'm definitely intrigued by. I'm looking into bike rental, but it's been a little complicated. I think I might just have to see that in person if there's bike share. There's supposed to be Lime and another one, but I might have to do some more research on the ground for that. The place I'm staying is over in this area, the Marcy Holmes neighborhood, which again is about a 30-minute walk from campus, from the Alumni Center. But the buses go right down University Avenue and then back out 4th Street, which is straight into our neighborhood there where we're staying. So that's handy too. So that gives you a great sense of where we are, where we're going to be. You can see my little dots here on the map, most in this area. And if you want to go a bit further afield, you can go down to Waterfalls and over to St. Paul and smash some pickleball, of course, out here. I'll leave it at that because I got to get to bed because I need to get up tomorrow around 6, if not earlier, to catch the train to about a couple hours to the airport in Montreal, and then a roughly 3-hour flight, at least a direct flight, straight to Minneapolis. Get on the metro, go downtown, hopefully, if everything's on time, have time to get to the Airbnb, drop off my bag, and then if my fingers are crossed, go to the Mark and John's meetup here, and then the welcome party. It's going to be a busy day. So I'm going to get some sleep soon, finish packing. I can see everybody tomorrow. As you can tell, I'm going to keep trying to do some updates here over the weekend, some at least little snippets, and then probably definitely release some more afterwards. But I hope you enjoy following along here with the Everything Conference. It's a pleasure to share it with you. So thanks very much, everybody. We'll talk to you more soon.